Hey guys, it's Krista. Let's begin. So today I just wanted to talk about my hypothyroidism, Hashimoto's hypothyroidism. To talk about what it is, what I deal with, but I mostly wanted to talk about it because my thyroid's been really off lately, and so yeah, I just kind of want to talk about what I've been going through, things like that. I've been really off. I've been kind of distant from my social media. I've been kind of distant from my friends, from my business, and so I kind of want to just do a video talking about it because a lot of people don't understand it. Okay, so I have Hashimoto's hypothyroidism. If you don't know what a thyroid is, it's located in your neck, and it's what controls your metabolism. So there are people who have an overactive thyroid, and then there's hypothyroidism, which is what I have, which is an underactive thyroid, which just means it isn't functioning as well as it should. So, you know, it's easier to gain weight, you're gonna be tired, moody, possibly depressed. Cold fingertips was a huge indication that I had it. But anyway, but I have Hashimoto's hypothyroidism, which basically means it's autoimmune. It's hereditary. It's in your family line somewhere. And basically the autoimmune just means that my body is attacking my thyroid for whatever reason. So yeah, that's what I have. So when I was diagnosed in February of 2011, or I had a miscarriage right after I found out. I was doing the insanity workout and I didn't lose anything, which is so abnormal to be eating clean and working out that much and not lose any weight. So that's when I knew something was wrong. But I had the cold fingertips, I was moody. So I went in and had it checked, and lo and behold, I found out that my thyroid was low. Sorry guys, my camera stopped recording for some reason. So it took 9 months to find my right dose, but we eventually did find my right dose, and I got pregnant with my son. I had an amazing pregnancy. And then I had my son. And usually after a result of having a baby, your thyroid will, you know, go off. So you have to get it rechecked, find your right dose, and that happened. And I have Hashimoto's, which is autoimmune, so it's always changing. I always deal with this. And so got my right dose. It just kept changing, whatever. So, and then I started my nutritional cleansing system, and I finally felt amazing. I finally was losing weight. I lost 13 pounds. I wasn't bloated. I was so lean. It was the best I'd ever felt. And, you know, I was just feeling amazing. So yeah, but then I hit my year mark and I started gaining weight, but I had started seeing a personal trainer. And so I thought, you know, maybe it was just muscle gain, and I tried not to think too much of it, but I just kept gaining weight. And I had been seeing my personal trainer and eating, you know, clean and doing my nutritional cleansing system, and I still was gaining weight. I had been seeing my trainer for, I think it was 4 months when I had it checked. I hadn't lost any weight. I hadn't lost any body fat. Like, it was so frustrating. So I went in to have my thyroid checked, and she kept saying it was on and whatever. And that is also another side effect of thyroid, is that, you know, your levels can be saying that your thyroid is on, it's functioning as it should be, but you're still having these side effects, which is, you know, the mood swings, weight gain, depression, things like that. And so it was just super frustrating. And, you know, and it's not a superficial thing, and it's so frustrating to be replacing 2 meals a day with these shakes where all your nutrition is done for you. It's the best abundant nutrition, and it's done for you, and then outside of that, you're still eating clean, you're seeing a personal trainer twice a week, and outside of that, still working out an extra, you know, 2 days a week, and to not be seeing any progress is so frustrating. But to be going in the opposite direction is just, it's hard, and it's hard to even explain how hard that is to deal with. And so anyway, I requested to switch a different kind of medication. It's called Armour. It's a natural thyroid. It's from a pig hormone versus a synthetic hormone. And so I requested a switch, and the levels don't equal or don't like go straight across. And so it took a little bit, or we knew it would take a little bit to get my dose, but anyway, and so we got switched, and I started feeling better. I wasn't as moody. I was happier. I wasn't as depressed, but I still wasn't losing any weight, and so it was super frustrating. But then I kind of fell into my dark stage, and this is kind of why I wanted to make this video, was because I got really distant from my friends, and you know, I had my tonsils out, and I lost 7 pounds because I couldn't eat for 2 weeks, and but I just kept getting more and more depressed, and my business kind of took a plummet, and it was just this, you know, overwhelming feeling of defeat. And for anyone who struggles with depression, like, I sympathize, I get it. It's so hard to explain, and it's so hard for people who don't understand it to get it. A lot of people think it's all in your head, like, just snap out of it, just feel better, but it's so much more than that. You can't kick it, no matter how hard you try, no matter what podcast you listen to, or what uplifting music, or how many times you go to church, or whatever. It's just this dark cloud that you can't get rid of. Anyway, and so I've been kind of going through that. And so I went to my thyroid doctor, and lo and behold, my thyroid was it took a plummet. It was way low from switching. She said that my thyroid has been low for at least 3 months, and I knew it was, and it's just frustrating going through this, you know, tug of war, and it just feels like it's never ending. And it isn't. It's something I'm going to have to deal with for the rest of my life. But so anyway, she said that basically with how low my thyroid got from that, and it would be a super high intense dose to up for the Armor. So basically we got switched back to the Synthroid, which is what I was on before. I was on a dose 175 Synthroid. She bumped me up to 200, so that's what I'm on now, and I am starting to feel better. And that's kind of why I wanted to make this video, is just to talk about, you know, what this is, what hypothyroidism is, and what you deal with hypothyroidism. And so I'm on the uphill climb, but it's always going to be a battle. And I'm not making this video for pity. I just want people to understand that what I've been going through and what I deal with. And, you know, if I've been mean or bitter, or I don't know, it's just, I've just been in a really dark stage of my life in all aspects. I went to I've been seeing a specialist since 2011, but I went to like a specialist, and he was amazing. He explained things so much better. He explained that I'm on such a high dose for, you know, my age and my weight. It's a really high dose. And he's almost questioning my absorption of the medication. So he suggested, you know, not taking calcium. And it's just things that, like, I didn't even know about. My specialist never told me about. And so I'm going to be trying some new things. I'm taking my medication at night now versus morning, just because, so I don't eat, like, anything after I take it. I take it right before bed. So we'll see how it goes. But anyway, so yeah, that's just kind of an update on my thyroid, what I deal with. To anyone who suffers with this, I apologize that you have to, but I do have a Facebook page. If you want to add me there, feel free to chat with me, talk with me. The most frustrating part about this is just people who don't understand. People who think, oh, you just blame everything on your thyroid, or oh, you're a big girl because you're thyroid. Of course you are. Like, you know, just people who don't understand. I think that's the most frustrating part, and especially with the depression side of it. So anyways, if you need someone to talk to, feel free to just message me on there. Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of that. I will keep you guys updated. As far as feeling better, I am on the uphill climb, but yeah. So all the links to my social media are in the description below. If you want to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, whatever, it's all in the description below. And thanks again for all the support, guys. And until next time, bye, guys.